On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Out of the gun now on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans will take over.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Black shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Switch, yellow.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Come on, set.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Red, cycle.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Ready, break. Striker, 3-3.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Set, ready, fly through. Smash, red. Ready.
They're going to try and throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Seal, black.
2nd and 6. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Brevin Jordan.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
43 rail. 6, Mega. Green Jack. You, yellow. Blaster. Six. Ready?
Back to throw now on first down.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Now back to throw. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
52 Blaster.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Black Ultra.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown!
John Mechie.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and long. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Back to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Darren Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Yellow, line. Ready?
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Red, cycle. Slide through. Smash, red.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Texans!
Damian Pierce.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
On play action, they'll throw.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first and 10, it's Wilson.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Another carry for Pierce. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll look to throw here. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. Rails.
Pierce now up the middle. Room here to run. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Touchdown! Nico Collins from 4 yards out. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Texans scoop it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Ready?
Give to Pierce. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Blue check.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for Houston, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0.